"Do you believe in angels?" Clara asked. Her voice was as soft as the evening light filtering through the window pane. She sat in a worn armchair, her hands resting calmly in her lap, her gaze fixed on the soft gray canvas of the sky. The room was quiet, filled only with the gentle hum of the city settling down for the night. James, sitting opposite her, looked not at the sky, but at her, watching the way the fading light caught the lines on her face. He felt the weight of her question, not as a challenge but as a quiet invitation into a deeper space.
I believe in stories.
He leaned forward slightly, resting his elbows on his knees.
The stories we tell to make sense of the world, of ourselves. They hold the truths we can't always touch or see. Tell me your story.
He saw her hands unclasp, a small, almost imperceptible movement, as if preparing to offer something delicate. The air between them felt still, waiting for the first word, the first thread of the narrative she was about to weave in the gathering twilight of 2026-03-11. Clara took a slow, deliberate breath, letting it out as if releasing a long-held thought.
Imagine 200 angels, she began. A specific number, not a faceless legion. They once fell from a place of great light, harmony. They left their bright home, not by accident, but by choice. Now imagine they come back. They do not sneak in through the shadows. They appear when the last trumpet sounds, a moment of finality, a beginning.
James thought for a moment, processing the image of these beings, filled with a complex mix of emotions.
Do they return to ask for help, or do they come to bring trouble?
The question was practical, grounded in reality.
Would their arrival be a plea for mercy, or a declaration of war? Is their return a gift, or a threat, or is it something else entirely?
A coin spinning in the air.
Maybe both, maybe neither. Each of the 200 is an individual. Some return to say they are sorry, their hearts softened by ages of reflection. Some return to seek a new path, to mend what they have broken. Yet some return with old anger, seeking to reclaim a power they believe is theirs. And some, perhaps, simply do not know what to do. They only know they must answer the call of the trumpet.
If they ask to come back, to be let in, will they be allowed?
This was the heart of the matter, the moral crossroads of the story. It was one thing for them to return, but another for them to be accepted.
Who makes that decision? Is there a gatekeeper, a final judge who will weigh their deeds and regrets?
The idea felt immense, almost too heavy for one to bear.
That is the great question, isn't it? Who does the letting in? Is it the place of light they left, a power beyond our understanding? Or the people who must live with the consequences of their return? Or must they let themselves back in, learn to forgive their own past?
Responsibility splinters, shared among all in the drama.
It sounds like a test.
Not a test of strength or power, but something far more profound. James tapped, a slow, rhythmic beat, on the wooden arm of his chair. The sound was a small anchor in the deep silence that followed Clara's words.
Why would an angel return if it still felt harm? If it still carried anger, why answer the trumpet's call at all?
It seems like a contradiction, drawn toward the light while still clinging to shadows. A complexity of motive, achingly familiar.
Because hope can awaken in any heart, even after an eternity. Even the hardest heart can hear a voice that says, "Try once more." Even a soul long and cold can remember the sun and wish its warmth. The call of the trumpet is not just for the repentant. It is for all who fell. It is a final chance, an open door, and desire for the other side can be stronger than old bitterness.
James nodded, accepting this. James asked another small, almost hesitant question.
What if the trumpet wakes people too? What if it is not just a call for the angels, but a call for everyone to finally speak their own truth?
The idea expanded the scope, making it more personal, even more profound. The final trumpet as an announcement, and an internal alarm for every soul, a summons to their own judgment and their own honesty.
Then we will hear more truths than we can imagine. We will hear the chorus of a billion hearts. We will hear fear. We will hear wonder. We will hear whispered apologies. We will hear stubborn denials. We will hear songs of joy we thought were long forgotten.
Do you think the angels want to be forgiven?
It was a simple question, perhaps the most important one yet. It moved beyond mechanics and touched their deepest, most private desire. Forgiveness was the missing piece, the destination they might not know they were seeking.
I think many of them do. Forgiveness is like a light in the darkness. It calls them forward, even if they don't understand the call. But some may just be seeking power. Some only look for a place to stand, a home to reclaim. The trumpet does not tell us their motive. It only calls them to the gate.
They sat in a comfortable silence, a small warm pool of light, as the last of the day vanished from the sky. The streetlights outside blinked on, one by one.
If you met one of them, what would you ask?
The trumpet is a sign calling an end to one age and a start to another.